Good evening children, this is Padma from GK Jain Schools. In today's class we are going to continue with algebra from 10th maths. Let us see about finding the square root of polynomial expressions and the methods involved in it. Let us move on to the topic children. Dear children, subscribe our school YouTube channel so that you will get the updates immediately. Now let's see the definition of square root of polynomials. The square root of a given positive real number is another number which when multiplied with itself is the given number. Similarly, the square root of a given expression p of x is another expression q of x which when multiplied by itself gives p of x. That is q of x into q of x is equal to p of x. Now we'll see about the methods used to find the square root of a given expression. There are two methods, factorization method and division method. Now let's move on to the sums. First we'll see how to find the square root using factorization method. This is example 3.20. I have chosen the third subdivision. See the question, root 15x square plus root 3 plus root 10 into x plus root 2. This is one expression. Another expression is root 5x square plus root 2 root 5 plus 1 into x plus 2, second expression. And the third expression is root 3x square plus root 2 plus 2 root 3 into x plus 2 root 2. Let whatever number of expressions be given, first step by step we'll consider the first expression, root 15x square plus root 3 plus root 10 into x plus root 2. So first you can multiply the x inside, so this will become root 3x root 10x, and this 15 can be written as root 5 into 3, root of 5 into 3, 5 3s are 15, and this 10 can be written as root of 5 into 2, 5 2s are 10. Now see, this root can be splitted and written like root 5 root 3, and this can be written as root 5 and root 2. Now I can take root 3x outside from the first two terms, root 3x root 3x. So taking out, this becomes root 5x plus 1, and here I can take root 2 outside, so this will become root 5x plus 1. So the common factor will be root 3x plus root 2 and root 5x plus 1. Now consider the second one, root 5x square 2 root 5 plus 1 into x. Similarly, multiply the x inside, take the common things outside. What is the common factor here? You can take root 5x from first two terms, so I am taking it outside, so I got it to be x plus 2, plus I can take 1 outside, x plus 2. So the factor is root 5x plus 1 into x plus 2. Similarly over here I can multiply the x inside, and I am getting it to be x plus 2 root 3x plus root 2. Now writing all the given expression in the root, you can write the factors now. We have got 6 factors. See, there are common factors. Root 3x and plus root 2 is repeated for 2 times. Here 1 time and here 1 time. Similarly, x plus 2 repeated for 2 times. Root 5x repeated for 2 times. So, while taking the square root, we will be getting the answer as root 3x plus root 2, root 5x plus 1 and x plus 2 as the factors. That is, as the square root of this whole expression. So now we will see a sum from exercise 3.7, fifth subdivision, 2x square plus 17 by 6 x plus 1 into 3 by 2 x square plus 4x plus 2 into 4 by 3 x square plus 11 by 3 x plus 2. Now we'll consider the first expression, that is 2x square plus 17 by 6x plus 1. See, you can take LCM with the number 6. After taking LCM, the expression becomes 12x square plus 17x plus 6. Now I can take this 1 by 6 outside. So now I have to factorize this. 6 12s are, it is 72, and sum should be 17. So what are the possibilities? 8 and 9. So by factorizing this equation, it is 12x square plus 8x plus 9x plus 6. From the first two terms, I can take 4 outside. From the second two terms, I can take 3 outside. So I am getting the factors to be 4x plus 3 and 3x plus 2. Now consider the second equation. Here also I can take LCM. After taking LCM, I can bring out this 1 by 2 outside, and the product here is 12 and sum is 8. So the possibility is 6 into 2. So the equation becomes 6x square, 6x, 3x square plus 6x plus 2x plus 4. Now taking 3x from the first two terms and 2 from the second two terms, I am getting it to be half into 3x plus 2 into x plus 2. Now the third expression, I can take LCM with 3, and after that I will take 1 by 3 outside, and here the product is 6 4s are 24 and sum is 11. So after factorizing, I am getting it to be 4x plus 3 into x plus 2. Now when I am taking square root, totally I am having 4x plus 3 repeated for 2 times, 3x plus 2 repeated for 2 times, and x plus 2 repeated for 2 times. So the square root of the given expression, the square root of this expression will be Answer is 1 by 6 into 4x plus 3 into 3x plus 2 into x plus 2, because here we are having a 1 by 6, here we are having 1 by 2, and here we are having 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 into 1 by 2 is again 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 can be written outside itself, outside the root itself we can write, and write the rest of the answer. So now we'll see how to find the square root of a polynomial expression using division method. See, I am writing the given expression in the division format. I have to check out for the number on which multiplying by itself I'll get 4. Okay, so the only possibility is 2, and here the variable is x square by y square, so I am writing 2x by y. Here also I'll write 2x by y. So multiplying 2x by y and 2x by y, I'll get 4x square by y square. Changing the sign, this will get cancelled. Then I'll write the next two terms, that is 20x by y plus 13. See, after writing this 2x by y, I have to multiply this with 2. So 2 into 2x by y will become 4x by y. Now I have to look out for a number which on multiplying with 4x by y, I'll get 20x by y. So what is the probability? What is the possibility? 5. So 5 into 4x by y will become 20x by y, and 5 into 5 will also become 25. Now changing the sign, I'm getting it to be this 13 minus 25 is minus 12, and write the next two terms, minus 30y by x plus 9y square by x square. Now what is the number which on multiplying with 4 I'll get 12, and which on multiplying with 10 I'll get 30? The possibility is minus 3y by x. Why y by x here? Because here 12 is without any variable, and here x is, this 4 is having x by y. So x by y into y by x will cancel x on the both sides and y on the both sides, so we'll get 12 as it is. And 3y by x into 10, we also will get minus 30y by x, and 3 into 3 will become plus 9y square by x square, which also will get cancelled, and we are getting the remainder to be 0. So the square root of this whole expression is given to be 2x by y plus 5 minus 3y by x. Now we'll see another sum from exercise 3.8. Find the values of m and n if the following expression is a perfect square. So the hint here is it is a perfect square, which means the remainder has to become 0. So we'll write the expression here. The first term is 1 by x power 4. So what is that number or term on which multiplying by itself I'll get 1 by x power 4? It is 1 by x square. So 1 by x square into 1 by x square is 1 by x power 4. Changing the sign, it will get cancelled. We'll write the rest of the two terms, minus 6 by x cube plus 13 by x square. And this 1 by x square, when multiplied with 2, it will become 2 by x square. Now we have to look out for the number on multiplying with 2 by x square. I'll get it as minus 6 by x cube. So I'll multiply by minus 3 by x. So minus 3 by x, minus 3 by x. Minus 3 by x into 2 by x square is minus 6 by x cube. Minus into minus will become plus. 3 by x into 3 by x is 9 by x square. Changing the sign, this will get cancelled. And 13 by x square minus 9 by x square is 4 by x square plus rest of the terms, m by x plus n. And now I have to think of a number which on multiplying with 2 I'll get 4, and here m, n. So based on m and n we cannot guess, but here it is 4, so obviously we have to look out for the number 2, because 2 into 2 only will get it to be 4, and 2 into minus will become minus 12 by x, and 2 into 2 4. So now given it's a perfect square, this m by x minus into minus will become plus. M by x plus 12 by x is equal to 0, and n minus 4 is equal to 0. From this, m plus 12 is equal to 0. That means this x will go to the other side, it will become 0. So m is equal to minus 12 and n is equal to 4. So this is how you have to solve the find the square root of the perfect square using division method. So in today's class, we saw about finding the square root of polynomials using factorization method and division method. In next class, we'll be seeing about quadratic equation, that is formation of quadratic equation and how to solve the quadratic equation. Thank you, children.